Hey, this is Valerie and Kim across the way, and we are doing this, that, and the other. Again, we're still here.
Again.
Another one. So, some of you might not know, but I always get to choose the topic. Kim never knows what we're talking about. So, it's always a surprise for her. So, we like to have just fresh, two friends, two microphones, and just see where it happens, where it goes. So, today I kind of thought we would talk about the whole genealogy rabbit hole.
Oh, how long is this show? It's a foxhole. For sure. Rabbit hole. Yes.
It is deep.
Deep.
And, so when that whole Ancestry.com thing came out,
yep.
I fought it. Like, I didn't really get into it right away. But then I did. And I did the whole swab thing.
You sure did.
And it came back.
Sure
and I was
did.
Like, oh, I'm part this, I'm part that.
Right.
It was kind of cool.
And what are you?
Oof. I'm a mixture.
You're a mutt?
I'm a mutt. So it's basically English, Irish, obviously.
Irish, obviously?
Obviously, a little Irish because my skin is really crazy. I get burnt easily. A little bit of Dutch.
A little bit of Dutch.
A little bit of Dutch. And believe it or not, we have some Native American. Which the percentage shows up as actually, believe it or not, it's like West Congo, and a country called Benya. So,
really?
And Ghana. And that's probably because some of my family.
How's that Native American?
Well, what happened?
Or you're saying separate from that?
Yeah, Native American really. They don't have a lot of genealogy percentage in that when it shows up on the. It doesn't say Native American. Because when my family they wound up in north of the Dover area, which is a big Lenni Lenape area, Indian area. There was no census for Native American. It was it was either you were either white or black. So that's kind of how it was. But most of my family, they come from Barbados and they come from Bermuda. And it's like my ninth great grandfather was the governor of Bermuda.
Your ninth grade grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
Your ninth great grandfather?
Yeah, that's him.
I'm sorry, did you have a different grandfather?
He's great. He's great.
That
He's
you
great.
did
He's
in
great.
the seventh grade?
So 1682, he was the governor of Bermuda. So I would like to get down there sometime and just kind of say, hey,
your ninth grade
my family
grandfather?
down there in Bermuda. So if anybody, wants to come down, Durham is last name.
Does anybody know her ninth grade grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
If he's still alive.
He's in the books. But it's interesting because when I first signed on, I found myself 3 and 4 hours later. Just paging through Ancestry.com. I got sucked in. How about you?
No.
Come on now. Not at all.
I would sit and watch you and our friend for hours.
Yeah.
Digging into this stuff. And you two were obsessed with it.
I was obsessed.
And me and our other friend would be like, oh, for God's sake.
Well, I think what's interesting is that
life is going on out here.
I think because back in the day, my family never talked about it. My father, we have family that was in the American Revolution. Nobody knew about it. Nobody talked about it. We had no idea. Native American, nobody knew about it. We didn't talk about it. And
I guess
where
being Native American,
sources?
You're not supposed to have existed, I guess, right?
Well, my mother, they had photos underneath the stairwell. They were not allowed to have them on exhibition. For
I always knew growing up. We were Swedish, German.
Yeah.
So I never wondered. My Nana spoke Swedish.
Which I think is awesome.
To my father.
I think that's amazing. Did she speak Swedish to your father?
Not fluently. She would say phrases to him.
So did your dad understand?
And we would be like, "What did she just say?" She called me a cabbage head, or
really?
She said, "I love you," or whatever.
I'm sure she did.
I bet she did. Right? My father's PK. He was a preacher's kid, and my grandfather from kindergarten through 12th grade was a Baptist preacher.
Wow, you got it flowing all over the place in your
phrases. She would say phrases. Yeah. To this day, my parents have a one of those cross stitch framed in it.
Was it needlepoint?
Forever Faithful. Yeah, in Swedish. So I already know that I'm Swedish. So and I dig that a lot. I like it. And I like looking into Swedish things. Yeah. But even when I went through the ancestry thing and I swabbed and I did the whole thing and it came back what we thought. So
no surprises.
So I just never spent hours into it because I feel like maybe I already knew.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that curiosity. If you had nothing, it's like being maybe an adopted child and you want to know where you came from.
Yeah, it's completely clueless for me. I was just like, okay.
Wow, right.
And just like following the lineage.
Right. What if I'm French? What if I'm related to somebody famous?
Well, yeah. And like one of the cousins, like, I don't know, deep in the English area was like related to like, one of the kings back in the day, like over in England. And I'm just like, what?
Wow.
I mean, it's, what happened? Where was all the property? Like, why did that not transfer down to me or the, what happened?
Where's my FEMA?
What happened?
Right.
But it's interesting because then, of course, me, I jump into it like, I jump into it. And I join, a Dutch club.
Join the club.
And I go right here where we live.
You're a card-carrying member.
Card-carrying member of a couple things. And actually down in this area, too, the Native Americans do a lot of powwows.
They do. And I have friends.
I've been to a couple.
Say to you, I need to hook you up with my friend, Joe.
Yeah.
Because they do the powwows here.
Yeah,
they just did them.
Yeah.
This year.
They did.
Full dress.
Yeah.
And now he has, there's like grandbabies involved and they're now in full dress and the babies are now coming. It's amazing.
Well, and I
to
think
just witness and be a part of.
Yeah. And I think a Native American Day is coming up, which is like the 4th. They do this another big celebration.
November 4th?
I think because down here it's a Nanticoke Indian. They have a museum.
That's what I'm talking about. I think they already did it. I think they just did it.
No, they have the powwow, but then there's a special day.
Oh, separate thing?
They're having a speaker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Wow. So you're going to do that?
I might go and swing by. The museum is really cute. It's a
but
smaller
you joined
museum.
The Dutch club.
I joined the...
Are you going to join the Native American club too?
I probably not because it's really hard to prove. Like I only have what my...
And you have to prove your bloodline?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I mean, I guess I could read into it more and talk to a couple. I need to do a little more research. Mm-hmm. More research on top of my research that I've done.
So, talking about research, Nana did all of that before the internet, right? She's... with her typewriter.
That's amazing. Do you have all that?
Writing
do you have that?
Like libraries and relatives, and we do have relatives out in Sweden still. Mm-hmm. Kristianstad, and
you ever want to go over?
So I do. I mean, I don't know them, but it would be cool to be able to see where that my great grandparents, Hannah and Albert.
Okay. Have people reached out to you on, because when you register that Ancestry.com with the swab thing, they find connections.
But I already know. We already know on that side of it. So my father's cousin
know of, like there's not like someone just
there's no relative.
There's no matchup.
No, right. Like my father's cousin actually, he's a professor in genealogy.
Oh,
at the college.
That's a cool gig.
Where they live.
He could have done my thing.
He could have, but so yes, I have all that research, and so it's typed in a typewriter, and it's so cute. Like every once in a while, there'll be like a typo, and I'm like,
no Swedish clubs anywhere.
No what?
Are there any Swedish clubs?
I have not been able to find one. I found a website once.
If anybody knows where there's some clubs in
and I signed up, but I never heard anything. And then I asked my dad's cousin, and he gave me some ideas of what he thinks the local closest to me would be. But even that's like, I just cannot believe for the life of me that in Delaware, Christiana, Delaware. There's no, in Old Newcastle, Swedes Church. I mean, that's where the Kalmar Nichols here all the time. There's a reason, but no Swedish heritage clubs or organizations. I mean, I'm sure there's not a lot of Delaware small. Maybe there wasn't enough response.
I mean, even the Dutch, we have that museum in Lewis down over by the beach, which is kind of cool. It's a replica of
I know there's the old Swedes church. That's all really, I don't really know.
Well, if you find out, we'll go. We'll go to I'll join the club with you and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, and what's funny too is that my brothers make fun of me because they don't.
So do I.
They don't believe. Yeah, and my girlfriends make fun of me because they don't. Whatever. It is what it is. But we have a fun time and I enjoy it.
But we got made fun of for being in a barbershop quartet too. So what?
We did.
So sad, too bad. That's what we want to do.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I do love talking to my mom about it because she remembers a lot of the when they moved. They went from the family went from Dover into southern Jersey, and so that's where my mother was born and raised. But they all owned farms and stuff down there, and that's a huge Nanticoke, Lenape area, which is interesting. And you look at the old photographs of the family, and of course, what they all had like 12 kids.
That's good. Well,
I mean,
they didn't have
I would assume that would be for the farm.
Nothing else to do. They have internet or video games or TV.
Okay. But like 12 kids, but I think that's probably to work on the farm. Like they needed help and
It's just how it was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like your job is to go forth and procreate.
Mm-hmm. And they stayed on the farm. Yeah, they stayed on the farm and did that. So it's interesting, like I said, to find out how many relatives you do have. I mean, when you have 12 kids and they all marry off and have 12 kids, and then we have cousins probably that I don't even know. I mean,
I know all my cousins. Yeah. I mean, my mother and father. I have several aunts and uncles on both sides.
Yeah,
all of them have 3, 4, 5 kids each.
Do you ever have these big reunion
all of
parties?
them. Now, when we were little, we would get together.
That was big back in the day.
Holidays, we would drive to New England.
Yeah, back in the day, like family reunions were huge.
And whether it was New Hampshire or Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
And winter is winter up there.
Oh, I can't imagine.
So, and it would be great. 20 of my cousins at one time, just and that's. So I guess when you grow up and you just have that exposure to family in that way, you don't really wonder beyond that.
Yeah, ours were huge, more limited.
And Nana's always talking about it. We all knew that we were Swedish, so there was no wondering.
Yeah,
German on my mother's side,
right,
and they weren't as into it. I don't know a lot of research that was done on that side. Although my cousin,
I have some German,
I have a first cousin who did all the research. Right, it wasn't a grandparent or anything. She did an amazing job. My cousin Emily, and she
did the what part? What heritage? The Swedish,
the German,
the German.
The German.
You should get that.
And I have it. I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think. Well, she might have used Ancestry, but I think she did a lot of research on her own too.
That's amazing to me.
It is amazing, and just to have us found that out for the family.
Yeah.
For whoever wants to know, it's there. It is cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm still learning a lot more stuff. And,
Americans are all just mutts, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. We're from all over.
And we're still learning. And like I said, I'm still finding out certain things about my heritage. I just joined a revolutionary society. So these are all new things for me, and I'm exploring, the history of that and how that evolves. And so I love being a part of that and just learning. Should have been a history major, but I love all that stuff. So, so if you know anybody that, if you have these Swedish clubs that maybe you could help Kim out, we could no, she's not really interested.
My family is a Swedish club in its own right.
Itself, yeah, that's, you're blessed. But that's pretty much it. So we're going to go find our next topic and, save it for next week, but have a great day. Don't forget to check out our websites, our ttodetails@gmail.com. And I did. We have TikTok, YouTube. We also have
Facebook, Instagram.
And we are working on a P.O. box, so just be on the lookout for that. We will post that. And go have the day you deserve. And thanks for stopping by This, That, and the Other.
Bye.